Kia ora, welcome to Bustairs. Well, I've had these panels behind me sitting in my garage for a long time, and I'm finally going to actually put them on the roof of the bus. This is a handy little thing. It's really for a coax cable, but it happens to be just the right size for doing this. These are my MC4 solar connectors. Now I've got solderable fittings to take a 10mm square cable. So this has a male and a female, and the female actually goes into what looks like a male connection, and the male goes into what looks like the female. Now once I press them in, they're not coming out. They're barbed and they will stay there for life, so I have to be quite careful with that. Now also, when it comes to assembling them, these little catches, they could be removed, but you'd need a fancy tool because these have got locks on the outside so you can't access them. Now I don't have the fancy tool, so what I'm going to do is simply cut those off so that I can remove them. I appreciate that leaves a certain amount of risk that they could become disconnected, although it's only slight, so I'm going to do that anyway. I'm just going to cut it off with a knife. So what that means is I can assemble it, and although it's bloody difficult, disassemble it. So now that this is fitted, I wonder how strong it is. Let's see if I can pull it off. So I'll pop this loosely in the vise and then just see if I can pull it out. Well, doesn't look like it. I can just about put my whole weight on it. Likewise, this crimped fitting. It was only done as a test, but I'm going to see if I can pull that out. So that came out. Now, I remember when I crimped it, it felt really light. This is a good quality fitting, but I think I need to use the next size down crimper to ensure that doesn't happen. Now this here, no sign of coming off. Let's cut it off. See just how good a job I did. I'm going to get it out in a bit of sunlight. It looks pretty good. Not a bad solder job. So now that I have soldered these terminals onto my solar cables, I can feed them up through this hole in my roof and through my cable box out towards where the panels will be. And then I can cut them to length here and know that I've got enough cable. So I simply push this cable up through my pipe and then pull it out. Now I did check that the length would make it around the corner and that the diameter would fit through these glands, otherwise I wouldn't have been able to do this until the cable was in place. Alright, 4 down, 2 to go, and my earth strap. So although unforgiving, these should be pretty easy to fit. They have a little gland in here that will seal against the cable once they're on, so that needs to go on first, and then it is literally just a case of press it in until it clicks. Tighten this up. And we're done. It's waterproof. Finished. Chuck this other one on. Really important that you get this bit on first and the right way round, because there's no second chance. Once you hear that click, this is never coming off. And we're done. Here's my first set, here's my second set, and my third set of solder cables now fitted to the roof through my junction box, which is all nicely sealed. We had some pretty torrential rain last night and nothing got wet in there, even though I only had the glands open. So I haven't really tightened these up yet, so they are potentially a leak, but then they're facing down, so it might only matter if I was driving. I won't tighten them up until I've got the cables and panels in position, and I'll pull a little bit, pull the excess cable back inside. So my MC4 connections are all ready to go. And I'll pop the lid back on this now. So there we go, cable set 1, 2 and 3, all through my little combiner box. I'll put one of these earthing tabs underneath one corner on each panel. And then the panel is clamped down with, this is an end clamp. And then in between each panel goes a bridging type thing. There's a clamp that covers more than one panel. Now I can totally understand if the sight of these filing cabinets doesn't excite you quite as much as it excites me. But until now, they've been hidden behind my solar panels for about a year. So I'm very excited that the panels are now on the roof of the bus out there, and now I can do some real world testing. So I can see how these panels are going to actually work on the bus, because they're actually on the bus. So anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, hit all the buttons, like and subscribe and all of that. You can maybe see another video, I don't know, maybe there. Might be over there. Not sure. Anyway, take care. Hope to see you again soon. Mā te wā.